Across the vast Texas farmlands, chaos brews beneath the soil. Every night, relentless wild boars tear through crops, destroy fences, and leave farmers helpless against their invasion. But today, a skilled hunting team sets out to reclaim the land, armed with precision, discipline, and experience forged through countless hunts. This isn't just about pulling a trigger. It's about defending generations of hard work from an unstoppable force. Watch as strategy, patience, and marksmanship collide in a hunt that defines what it truly means to protect the land. Dawn broke quietly over the wide plains of Texas, where the faint mist hung low above the fields. The first light revealed the damage from the night before: rows of corn trampled, fences torn down, and deep hoofprints scattered like scars across the land. Wild boars had raided again. For farmers here, this was more than a nuisance. It was a battle for survival. Their hard work, their harvest, and their peace of mind all depended on keeping these invaders under control. That was why we were out here once more, ready to confront the threat head-on. Our team gathered before sunrise near the edge of a dense oak line. We checked our equipment carefully, rifles cleaned, scopes adjusted, radios sensed, and GPS collars ready for the dogs. Every detail mattered, because once the hunt began, there would be no time for mistakes. Each of us knew the terrain well. Every ridge, creek bed, and hidden trail had been studied. The wild boars were cunning, fast, and brutal when cornered. We would need strategy and patience to outsmart them. As the morning fog began to lift, our dogs picked up a faint trail leading toward a shallow valley near the southern boundary of the farm. The GPS screen blinked steadily, showing movement deep within the underbrush. We followed carefully, staying low and quiet, using the wind to mask our approach. The dogs barked sharply ahead, signaling contact. We moved into formation, 2 flanks and 1 rear guard to close the distance. Through the thick brush, we could see glimpses of dark movement, quick flashes of motion between the trees. I steadied my aim, exhaled, and squeezed the trigger. The shot cracked across the valley, echoing off the trees. The target jolted and darted forward, crashing through the brush with heavy force. We advanced quickly, following the sound of snapping branches. A second shot from one of the flank positions struck true, ending the chase. The first boar of the day was down, a large male, powerful and scarred, a clear sign of countless battles in the wild. There was no time to celebrate. Wild boars often moved in groups, and once one fell, the others scattered fast. We regrouped, checked our dogs' positions, and moved toward the north slope, where the GPS indicated more movement. The terrain grew tougher, uneven ground, thick vines, and dry leaves that could betray even the lightest step. Patience became the key weapon. We advanced slowly, listening more than moving. Then, from the right flank, came another burst of barking, followed by a deep growl. The dogs had cornered another boar near a narrow ravine. The animal was massive, muscles rippling beneath its dark hide, tusks glinting in the light. It charged, forcing everyone to react instantly. My partner on the left shifted his stance and fired 2 controlled shots, each hitting precisely. The beast staggered, turned sharply, and collapsed into the brush. The air filled with the sharp scent of gunpowder and earth. Silence returned as quickly as it had broken. The next few hours tested our endurance. The sun climbed higher, burning away the cool morning air. Our shirts clung with sweat, but the mission continued. We moved toward the eastern pasture, a known corridor for boars migrating from nearby woodlands. There, the dogs picked up a heavy trail, beat prints, and overturned soil marked the herd passing through. We split into 2 teams, one circling from the ridge and the other advancing along the fence line. Coordination was critical. Every step was calculated, every sound measured. The ambush unfolded just as planned. A sudden rustle broke the silence as a line of boars burst from the brush. In a matter of seconds, we were firing in sequence. Controlled bursts, quick reloads, steady breath. The beasts tried to scatter, but their escape routes were already cut off. Within minutes, the field was still again. We approached carefully, confirming each target before signaling clear. Each shot was accounted for. Each result clean and efficient. This was not a sport, it was a necessary operation. By midday, the temperature soared and the dogs needed rest. We took cover under a grove of mesquite trees, checking gear and reviewing GPS data. The screen showed scattered signals across the western ridge, some stationary, others moving fast. Those moving ones were our next targets. We refilled canteens, reloaded magazines, and prepared for another round. The rhythm of the hunt was steady. Plan, move, strike, recover. Every cycle brought us closer to restoring peace to the land. The western ridge was rough terrain, rocky, shaded and full of echoing noises that could distort direction. Moving through required precision. The dogs advanced first, their barks guiding our pace. When the first signal came through, 2 quick barks followed by silence, we knew the target was close. I crept forward, rifle raised. From behind a cluster of cedar trees, a massive boar burst out, charging straight through the brush. Reflex took over. One clean shot to the chest stopped it instantly. It dropped where it stood, the earth beneath trembling slightly from the impact. The next encounter came not long after. A smaller pack had been hiding near a dried creek bed, and as we approached, they scattered in every direction. It turned into a fast, high-pressure engagement shots from different angles. Quick adjustments, calling positions over the radio. The teamwork held firm. Each member stayed calm, executing with discipline. Within moments, the area was secure again. The dogs circled back, tails high, their collars flashing green on the GPS screens. As the afternoon wore on, fatigue began to show. Long hours of moving through dense brush and open fields had taken their toll. But no one was ready to stop. For us, this wasn't about numbers. It was about results. Every animal taken down meant fewer destroyed crops, fewer sleepless nights for the farmers who depended on these lands. The sun dipped low, painting the horizon in gold. It was almost time to wrap up, but our instincts told us one more herd was nearby. The final signal came from a wide clearing near the north fence line. The dogs' barks echoed strong and steady. Moving fast, we spread out to block the exits. Through the fading light, a herd of wild boars emerged large, alert, and aggressive. They moved in bursts, grunting and crashing through the brush. We waited for the right moment, then acted as one. The rifles spoke in unison, sharp and decisive. When the noise finally settled, the clearing was quiet again. The last group had been neutralized. We loaded the animals onto the utility vehicle, ensuring each one was tagged and recorded. The drive back was silent, except for the hum of the engine and the occasional bark from the dogs. Everyone knew the job had been done well. The land was safe again, at least for now. Tomorrow, or the next week, the boars might return. But so would we, because protecting these fields wasn't just a task, it was a duty, a responsibility passed down through generations of people who understood what this soil meant. As the sun disappeared behind the horizon, the team stood quietly by the truck, watching the sky fade into night. Another day's effort, another small victory in an endless fight. Out here, every hunt was a reminder of balance. the struggle between man and nature, control and chaos. We didn't hunt for trophies or fame. We hunted to preserve what mattered most, the peace and livelihood of those who called this land home.